other things in the background. I'm not exactly sure what off the top of my head, but it does affect some stuff in the background. I merely smiled before I took some food for myself. There was one piece of food that intrigued me and was barely touched by the boys. It looked like green pasta with shrimp over it. Huh? What's this?
That, miss, is a shrimp pesto dish. Pastas are my specialty, so I'm positive you'll enjoy it.
I twirled some around my fork and tried it. I could feel my senses open as my taste buds practically melted in delight at the taste. It was creamy and savory, almost impossible to describe. This is amazing!
I'm glad you like it. At least someone here in the room has taste.
James. Matthew and Sam glared at James before they continued to eat. I couldn't help but smile at the brotherly quarrel before eating the rest of the pasta on my plate. James seemed to really hold high standards for his brothers, though it wasn't my place to question why. Eventually, we all ate dinner together. It was strange eating with just guys, but they were enjoyable to be around. They made me feel like a part of their family as we ate together. However, our peace was soon disturbed. There's that song again! I believe Sam's voice actor is the one that sings this song. Huh? Oh, it's my mom. Excuse me. Hello?
Hey, honey, how are you? I'm sorry I didn't get to see you off.
Hi, Mom. Everything's fine. I'm actually eating dinner right now.
Oh, good, good. So there was food there. Well, your father wanted me to call and talk to you about having a house party tomorrow night to celebrate the new house and all.
Yeah, things move very quickly in this game. The time frame in which all this takes place is, I think, somewhere around the idea of a week or two, or maybe even less. Everything happens very quickly in a very comedic fashion. A house party? Tomorrow night? So soon?
Your father insists. You know how he is with events.
I knew exactly what she meant. He didn't like long, relaxing periods between important events. It was slightly messed up. I was expected to act on the drop of a dime, from moving immediately the day after a funeral to my grandfather's house and then out organizing a party. I know. Well, since I don't exactly have you two here to help me arrange it, I'm gonna need some time to prepare things.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, Suzu and Naomi can help. I have work, and you know how your father is.
Yeah, just dump it all on your friends. Thanks, Mom. How about you not let Dad walk all over you once in a while, please? I know. I have to do it myself. He won't help.
I'm sure it'll be amazing, honey. I have faith in you.
Thanks, Mom.
All right, I gotta go. I love you, sweetie.
I love you too, Mom. Great. Now how am I going to do this?
Is something wrong?
She has to organize a house party for her parents.
Damien! The king of exposition because he can read everybody's fucking mind. Huh? How did you... Oh, right. Mind reading. But yeah, I've got to do it soon or my parents will be really disappointed. I'll have to stay up and organize everything tonight.
Hey, why don't we help you? That's what we're here for, right?
I don't see why not.
I can name a few reasons why we shouldn't.
Sam!
Sam?
Back off!
We'll take care of everything, miss. Just leave everything to us.
That was surprising. I didn't think the boys would offer to help right off the bat. I couldn't help but smile. I was actually rather thankful now that I'd let them stay. Now I didn't have to do everything alone. As I kept thinking about it, I couldn't help but yawn.
Feeling a little tired over there, princess?
Yeah, it's been a long day. At least tomorrow's the weekend, so I can sleep in. Then it hit me. Wait! Where are you all going to sleep?
We found some guest rooms on the opposite end of the house from the master bedroom. I'm sure those will do just fine.
Oh, got it. Alright then, I'm heading to my room to study and sleep. I guess I'll see you all tomorrow?
Have a good night.
Eric. I will. You too. With that, I left the dining room and went to my room.
Eric, no.
What? I wasn't going to do anything.
Yes, he was.
Damien. whoa, 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 whoa. That was my fault. Sorry. Okay, so here's... Oh my god. Hold on. Okay. I can't go back farther than this. Shoot, I missed a couple of lines, but, those guys are fucking laughing to half. I accidentally hit the skip button. Because I played this game through again, I could skip everything, so that was my fault. I'm sorry. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. 3 days of surprises in a row would kill me. With that thought in my mind, I drifted to sleep, embracing the darkness of slumber. Good job.
You fucking pretty boys think you're all that, huh? Well, save that to the end of my pistol!
Huh? What's going on? I couldn't move my body. I felt like I was tied up, but I couldn't see anything beyond the darkness that surrounded me. I mean, I could hear the sounds of a heated argument coming at me from all directions.
One move and she gets it!
Let her go!
Matthew?
Come on, chicken shit. Fight us like a real man.
Like you scare me, Sam! Come on! Take one step, I dare ya.
Why can't I see?
Stay away from her, Malix!
Alright, so we have a name for the asshole that was going after them in the beginning of the game. His name is Malix.
And what are you gonna do, nerd boy?
Suddenly, I felt myself pulled to one side and arms wrapped around my body protectively.
I've got you. Don't worry.
Huh? Eric? As I was held in a tight embrace, I felt the world around me once again settle into a low, peaceful hum. The hostility of the dream before it faded into black as the arms around me rocked me comfortingly. Slowly, though, my eyes fluttered open and I looked at the person holding me. Damien? I stared into the eyes of Damien. His face was painted with worry and concern, and I knew he must have seen my dream. Oh, the laugh scared you? Yeah, Malix is a pretty intimidating guy. Well, you have not seen the last of him. He's not. Seeing him in our dreams is not going to be the last time we see him. He is a pretty intimidating guy. Why did I dream of Eric holding me, though?
You can't control your dreams.
Oh, well, I guess you're right.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. Well, what time is it?
It's 9 a.m. James and I were making breakfast when well...
You can't control your mind reading?
No, not yet at least. I hope to learn eventually, though.
Is everything all right?
Huh? Yeah, I'm alright.
That's good. I'm assuming you had a nightmare.
Yes, I'm sorry for disturbing you both.
You didn't disturb us, miss. Besides, we'd rather make sure you're okay before anything.
Oh, thank you.
Now, why don't you come downstairs with us and have some breakfast? I'm sure some nice food will take your mind off of what you dreamt of.
It was embarrassing to be the damsel in distress once again, but I felt rather happy that James and Damien were concerned for me, despite only knowing me for a short time. I wasn't sure if it was just courtesy or if they were genuinely concerned. I couldn't exactly read their minds. All right. The two boys led me back into the dining room where the smell of bacon and eggs danced in the air. The smell wafted from the kitchen and it made its way into the room, making my stomach growl in need. Breakfast smells good.
We should be done with breakfast soon. If you want to sit down at the table, you can.
I nodded before sitting down. As I sat down, however, my mind drifted back to the dream I had. That feeling of hostility around me made my body shudder instinctively, even though I knew it wasn't real. However, as my eyes closed, I felt a hand place itself on top of my head, breaking me out of my thoughts. Huh?
Morning. You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. Sam, the owner of the hand on my head, raised an eyebrow at me before rustling my hair and moving his way to sit down at the table. He then barked towards the kitchen where James was working.
Hey! Is the food done yet? I'm starving!
So yes, if you wanted to know who the tsundere was, Gwen, it's Sam.
There's no need to yell, Sam!
You're yelling too!
Don't argue with me!
From behind me, Eric appeared and sat beside me, rubbing his temples in obvious annoyance.
Can we not yell this early in the morning? It's not like we're in the castle.
castle? For some reason, when I heard the word castle, I couldn't help but yell in surprise. These guys had a castle? Sam looked at me and smirked at my reaction.
Yeah, we have a castle back home. Our dining room's 10 times bigger than this room.
And wouldn't it be logical to not yell?
Whatever.
Soon, James and Damien appeared, their hands full of plates that carried bacon, eggs, toast, and waffles. They placed the plates down by each seat before seating themselves.
My favorite.
Finally.
Thank you for the breakfast. It looks amazing. Sam Derry! Gwen, again with the amazing names. Sam Derry. Beautiful.
It's our pleasure.
Here we go again. All of a sudden my phone began to ring, ushering me to pull it from my pocket and answer. Hello?
Hey, good morning! Guess who's at your door right now?
Right on cue, there was a knock from the lobby door. My heart stopped. Suzu and Naomi were here.
I'll get it.
My heart quickly began to pound in my chest. Matthew was in the lobby and he'd get to the door first. I instantly jumped out of my chair and rushed out of the dining room. Hold on. Okay. As I passed through the archway behind the dining room and lobby, I saw Matthew reach his hand for the brass door handle, causing the world to go into slow motion. Cookie! My darling, hello! Welcome, I'm so glad you came to hang out. Oh. Matthew, don't! Before my words could reach his ears, Matthew had opened the door and revealed the surprised faces of Naomi and Suzu. Yeah, we never talked to them about the fact that we have 5 incubi living with us now. Not that we could really say it that way, but we never told them what was going on. Oh, you missed my stream earlier by 5 minutes. I'm so sorry, Cookie. I had to go and, spend some time with my dad, Father's Day stuff and all that. I'm sorry, but I'm glad that you're here. It makes me so happy. The world around me stopped as Suzu and Naomi kept their eyes on Matthew, who merely stared back in fear and embarrassment. I could feel the air go from warm to freezing in a matter of seconds.
Hi?
I could not believe this was happening. How was I going to explain this? This week was already bad enough. To make matters worse, I was frozen in place. Please, for God's sake, someone do something other than stand there.
Who are you?
Suzu, let me explain.
What's going on here?
Who's at the door, Matthew? Oh.
Soon the other incubi appeared in the lobby with us. This situation was not getting pretty. I had to think fast. They're visitors, they're in your head, or they're my brothers. Oh, God. This is funny stuff. You gave your dad a Fallout shirt for Father's Day? That's awesome that your dad's a Fallout fan. That's pretty cool. So, here's the way that I logic this out whenever I get to this point. They're my brothers, not going to work. Suzu and Naomi are very good friends of Anderson. They're obviously going to know that's not true. They're in your head. That's kind of dumb. They're visitors is probably the easiest way to go, so we're going to go that way.
Then why did one of them open the door?
I'm sorry. I'm getting tired. Good question, Naomi. Why did one of them open the door?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
There was no use. There was no time to lie to them. I felt helpless. Then I felt a hand on my shoulder and felt the tension in my body almost fade away. I turned my head to see James smile at me before stepping in front of me.
We must apologize, ladies. We know this situation must be confusing for everyone. Let's take this to the dining room and we'll explain everything.
I stared at James wide-eyed. Was he going to tell them who they were? Everything seemed surreal. Before I knew it, I was led to the dining room along with Suzu and Naomi and sat across from their confused gazes. As Naomi and Suzu sat down, Eric and Matthew placed their untouched plates of food in front of them, surprising their guests.
Whoa, this looks amazing. Thank you.
Our pleasure, ladies. We hope you enjoy your meals.
Yeah, cousins or something would probably be a little bit more realistic than they're my brothers. That's true.
Make sure you dig in.
I looked at Naomi and Suzu as they began to eat, visibly enjoying every bite they placed in their mouth. Hopefully the food would ease their minds for whatever James wanted to reveal. As Naomi and Suzu ate their impromptu meals, James and the other boys stood behind my chair, making me grow more red in the face.
So, Anderson, are you gonna tell us what's going on?
Well, you see, Gently, James placed a hand on my shoulder again, signaling me to just eat my food. As I began to eat, he spoke to Naomi and Suzu.
We are Miss Anderson's house servants. We were hired by her late grandfather to help around the mansion, but since he has passed, we now assist Miss Anderson with living on her own.
That makes sense. It's such a huge house.
A huge house for a wonderful princess such as Miss Anderson deserves the greatest of servants to care for it.
These guys are smooth AF, you guys!
But why are you all dressed so casually and stuff? Aren't servants supposed to have uniforms or whatever?
Well, Miss Anderson allows us to get comfy while we work, so she lets us wear casual clothes.
Yeah, something like that.
Sam.
We're sorry if we made this situation awkward earlier.
We're very sure that Miss Anderson is also still getting used to having us as her servants. It would be very hard to explain after just a day.
I guess.
So, if I may ask, what brings you two ladies here?
Well, we wanted to see how our friend was doing. Since it's the weekend and all, usually we hang out and just chill.
Yeah, like going to the arcade and stuff.
Or the Pink Lady Cafe.
There's an arcade?
That makes a lot of sense, ladies. Well, we don't wish to disturb you any further than we have, so we'll take our leave and start preparing the house.
Huh? Preparing for what?
We gotta prep the house for some sort of housewarming party thing.
Our princess's parents requested a housewarming party to be held here soon.
And by soon, they mean tonight.
Oh, well, I guess we can help out or something. Right, Naomi?
I thought you wanted to go to the arcade.
This housewarming thing is more important.
No need. We can handle it. If you'd like to, miss, you can go out with your friends while we handle things here.
Seriously?
Sam, not now.
Well, I wanted to help out, but at the same time I wanted to go out with my friends. James gave me a look of understanding, letting me know that if I left, everything would be okay. I had to make a decision. Alright! So this is the big divergence point. If you want to romance Suzu or Naomi, you would obviously go out with Suzu and Naomi. But since we are going to start by romancing the 5 main guys, we're going to stay and help around the house.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Besides, it's my housewarming party. I should help out too.
Want us to help out as well?
I think we've got it all taken care of. Thanks though, girls.
Alright, we'll head on out then so we're not in the way.
Sorry guys, I'll hang out with you guys soon.
It's all good, Anderson. We'll definitely come to the housewarming party tonight.
Thank you. I led them back into the lobby and walked them to the doors, opening it for them with a thankful smile. They both gave me hugs before walking out to Naomi's car, which was parked in the driveway. And with that, they left. I was happy that they wanted to help, but I had to do this on my own. It was not their best work, so I didn't want to force it on them. I'm sorry, well, I can't read tonight! I'm sorry. It was not their work, so I didn't want to force it on them just because they were my best friends. We had the entire day to work. The party was tonight and we had to do all we could to make everything right. We sat down and talked about what needed to happen before the party started that night. Each guy had been assigned a different part of the party to do, and right after lunch, we began to work. Since everything was taken care of by at least one incubus, James told me I could assist one of them. The question was who? Okay. So, obviously, the choice depends on who you want to romance. And we are romancing James, so we're going to go help James with the garden. this is where stuff starts to also get fun and interesting as well. So hold on to your pants, ladies. How long have I been streaming? For about an hour and a half now. Probably after this scene, I'll stop. Actually, now might be a good time to stop, but I know you just got here, Cookie, so I don't want to stop. I'll probably stop after this scene, though. It is getting kind of late over here. James and I headed out to the garden. It had been years since I'd been in the small field. The gazebo was smaller than I remembered, but I'd grown since I'd last seen it. James rolled up his sleeves and took in a breath of fresh air before sighing contently.
So, we need to cater to the plants and make sure there are no muddy spots in the grass. It may take a while. Are you sure you wish to help me and not the others?
I shook my head, rolling up my sleeves as well. I can handle it. I'd rather work outside anyway. James nodded with a smile before handing me a watering can, gesturing to a group of flowers by the side of the yard. I walked over and began to water the flowers. However, as silence took control of the air, I felt the need to start a conversation. Okay, we can ask him a question or we cannot say anything. Asking him a question is, obviously, we want to get to know him better because we want to romance him. So we're going to ask him a question, you guys. So, do you like flowers? I wanted to smack myself. That was a terrible conversation starter. I mentally smacked myself before hearing James chuckle softly. I turned to look at him as he nodded.
They have a wonderful aesthetic. Many people would think that flowers are simple and rather boring, but I've learned secrets about flowers.
Secrets about flowers? What, like a special way to water them or something?
You could say that. There are right and wrong ways to water flowers.
Can you show me? James gave a small smirk before walking over and standing behind me. I instantly blushed as he brought his arms underneath mine, guiding my watering can. The water gently poured over the dirt, sinking into it and dissolving into the roots. However, my concentration on the water was broken by the sound of James's voice in my ear. Get ready, guys. These whispering scenes are the best.
Flowers need to be cared for gently, like a fragile light. Too much power and they'll break, but too little and they'll wither and fade away. It's like caring for a pet or a loved one.
A loved one. For some reason, those three words echoed in my head. James continued to guide my watering can, using gentle hands to lead my arms and my body. It was almost like a dance. Eventually, he let go and stepped away from me. I turned to him and he simply smiled at me before returning to his work. I felt my face with my hand, feeling the extreme warmth before shaking my head and continuing to water the remaining plants. Okay. So we're going to save here because this is when the house party starts. Now, the house party is a very interesting scene because this is it's going to actually introduce a little bit of a game mechanic, I suppose, where we're going to be asked some rapid fire questions, and we're actually going to be timed on answering them. Like if we don't answer, it's going to skip over it, and it's going to affect the scene that happens afterwards. So that should be an interesting thing to see, but we're going to have to get to that on tomorrow night's stream because we've been at it for an hour and a half, and quite frankly, you guys, I'm exhausted. I had a very tiring weekend between the Final Fantasy concert on Friday and being in Jersey all day with my friends yesterday. But I so appreciate you guys stopping by and hanging with me. I hope you guys are enjoying Seduce Me. This is a game that I wanted to stream for a while now, and I didn't know if I was really going to, but this morning I just decided, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna do it, you guys. You know, so I hope that, that you guys are enjoying it. Thank you so much for watching.